I believe what we saw here was a case of when the reality TV bug bites your ass back. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want to pull my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is actually going to be my part 2, which is the continuation and the final piece of Iyanla Van Zant's journey with NEFFE and Solo Shelby, better known as Solo. And like I said, it was a case of the reality show bug biting back. Let me just say this. I have a couple things I want to say. I want to say about Iyanla first. I know I always hear a lot of people come after her a lot of times saying that she is objectifying these people that she brings on her show and this, that, thing, and the other, and all of that. Let me tell you what I think of Iyanla. First of all, I am a fan. I'm a big fan. I believe in my soul, of course, Iyanla knows how to play the TV game. She knows what makes good television, and she knows what she needs to do to have enough people to be interested to watch her on television. And that's why she has a whole team of people around her. If she didn't know, she's a team of people around her assembled by the Oprah Network to make sure that she stays on task with what's sellable. But also along with that, I completely believe in the work that she does, and I think that she believes in the work that she does. And what I've seen of her celebrity guests, she doesn't do them any favors. She really doesn't. When you really pay attention, she really calls them out on the bullshit. I believe that she is there to do a specific job. And she's literally there, I believe, to really do this work that she's actually talking about. I think she's very serious about it. I don't think that she's joking about really wanting to help these people. But then you get these people like NEFFE, who I saw tonight, are actually playing the reality show game. And I don't think she's really here for that shit. Like, we could play it for a little bit, but I mean, you know, we're trying to make TV. But no, we're not here solely to play the reality game. And I think that when those things happen, she shrugs her shoulder to that bullshit and gets down to the problem. Because right here today, we saw there was never any chance of NEFFE getting anything. This was never about NEFFE. There was never going to be anything good for NEFFE coming out of this. Period. The one who was at risk was Shelby. The one who needed help was Shelby. The one who got the help that they needed was Shelby. And he did get the help that he needed. NEFFE got nothing. NEFFE ended up on here looking like the same old fool that she been looking like on all the other shows that she been on. Okay? The one with her mama, the one with her sister. Same old foolish behavior, same old foolish mess, just amped down because you know you can't talk to Iyanla like that. You know all that screaming and hollering, it ain't going to fly over here. But still, foolishness, because that's what NEFFE does. NEFFE does foolish TV. You know, NEFFE knows, like, she gets awarded for bad behavior. But anyway, just hold on to the end of this review, and I'll tell you exactly what I mean when I say that Shelby got the help that he needed right around NEFFE and all her bullshit. Okay, so we found out right in the beginning that they lied about the whole house situation. There is no fucking house, okay? They got a text message before they even got there that they have been denied for the house. So both of them need their ass beat for sitting on camera and telling that lie. They stood in that woman's face and told that lie. No, you don't have a house. No, you and that. Oh yeah, we supposed to be moving. You ain't supposed to be moving no goddamn where, and you know it. You ain't moving nowhere. You're going back down to that front desk and pay some more rent for another couple days. You're not moving, boo. But that's pride. You know, you up in your pride and trying to cover up because it's due to 3 evictions is why y'all not going to be able to move in. And that ain't nobody's fault but all y'all's together. Because somewhere, somebody don't like paying bills. Now, the one I know you got one, which is a social eviction. If you got 3 social evictions, y'all need y'all's ass whooped. But somewhere in there seems to me like somebody don't like paying bills. Okay? So we're going to hold that on both of your old adult asses with all them 9 million babies and ain't got no place to stay. So, no, I don't feel sorry about that. That's pretty fucked up. Anyway, moving on. Iyanla started calling things out right away. She started calling things out, and it started making NEFFE look crazy. You know, when she said, you know, she asked him, does your wife have a tendency to tell lies? Yeah. Aren't most people who are quote-unquote gutter snipes, don't they tell lies and shit? Doesn't that go along with ghetto behavior? Lying, stealing, backbiting, and shading. That's all ghetto behavior. NEFFE it's like, girl, really? It's like her resume, you know? Poor thing. Then you go, when you're on the ass, you know, I'm trying to figure out, she said, it seems to me like you're, first thing she said to her when she came back on set, 2.5 hours late. 2.5 hours late on day 2. She said, you seem as though you're more into the performance than the process. And I really started looking at NEFFE, and it was a whole performance that she was doing. She was performing. Everything she was doing, it was all for the camera. It was to the camera. It was for the camera. It was a performance, just like she was literally sitting in her face, calling her out on shit. It was a performance. She's on, they showed a clip of her in the car on the way there, giving a shout out to her damn glam squad. On Facebook Live or Instagram Live, and she's just happy and grinning. Hey, yeah. Want you to say, oh, yeah. Then you get here, and we got this whole other thing going. Now, the thing is that you need to do, stop playing reality TV, bitch, and go on and try to be an actress. Because you got that shit down. You got it down. Somebody, girl, I know you got such a bad rep at this point, but an actress, definitely. I can see it. That was just ridiculous to me. And she asked her, you know, are you here for the healing or are you trying to just be on reality TV? She kept throwing that at her because that's what she saw. And she was working around. And a lot of people, I've seen in my comments, a lot of people saying how like she was siding with Shelby. And she wasn't siding with Shelby. She was getting the help to the one that could get it. She was getting the help to the one that needed it. She was getting the help to the one who was open to receive the help. Because what I've learned over the years, you can't help a motherfucker that's not willing to be helped. If you don't want help, I can't force help upon you. If you don't want to get yourself out of the ditch, I can't pull you out because then you're dead weight at that point. You can't do it. You cannot save a person who does not want to be saved. You can't do it. I've tried to do it a million times. You can't do it. I don't give a damn what age bracket they fall in. I've tried to do it for an old motherfucker and they didn't want to be helped. I tried to do it for some young motherfuckers. They didn't want to be helped. You do nothing but drag yourself down in the dirt and kill your motherfucking self trying to help people who don't want to be helped. I promise you. And I know it from experience. So that's that. And Iyanla, what she did was she did herself a favor by paying fucking NEFFE dust. NEFFE wasn't there to be helped. Solo needed help. And that's what she was doing. So yes, when you saw, she was paying Neffy dust. When she stood there and told her, when he said something and then she jumped over there and said that old fucked up shit to him, you could just see his spirit drop and see his face drop. And she told her, she said, that is not Nefertaria talking to you right now. That is Neffy talking to you. And Neffy is a bitch. And Neffy, you know, she's calling me out of my name. And that was all an act. Because you know, just like I know, if Neffy would have really been offended, she would have gave Iyanla a piece of that tongue, honey. Well, tried to anyway. She'd have tried to give her a piece of that tongue. But she acted like a lady. Because that's the arena you're in. Like I said, bitch could go be an actress. She could be an actress. Because if one of them little ghetto chicks would have said that to her, she'd have cussed her out, probably beat her the fuck up. I wouldn't try that with Iyanla. You know, I don't think that would work out too well. Honey, you get to see the little bald-headed lady get loose, honey, and I don't think she's who you think she is if you get too motherfucking loose. You know already if males get loose, her son gets motherfucking loose. It comes from behind that damn camera. But I definitely believe, you know, whenever a female get too motherfucking loose, Iyanla can hold her own. She ain't bald-headed like that for nothing, honey. Ain't nothing to yank on to pull on to when she come up after your ass. I believe she can handle herself, okay? But Neffy went into an act. It was an act. That wasn't Neffy, the Neffy we know. That was, like she said, that was Nefertaria doing an act for the camera. And she came on back out there and did all her little thing. And remember, Iyanla said in the middle of the show, this is not going to be one of these shows with a happy ending. It's just not. But then the act got so good, you know, once she came back out, and like she said, you know, she told her she apologized. She said, I'm not apologizing. I said what I said, and I meant what I said. I'm apologizing about the delivery. Because, yeah, me calling you a bitch, that you know, I guess hurt you. But when she gave it to a girl, you ain't never been called a bitch before? I said, oh, girl, you tried it. You tried it, mama. You tried it. But it was the truth. That shit tickled me, though. You ain't never been called a bitch before? And worse. And worse. And then she really got in her ass. Gonna say, that bitch came in your house with a man and 5 kids. I said, oh, she's going there, honey. She had done had enough. But she apologized for the delivery of it, you know. Basically told her, I ain't know no other better way to say it. Baby, you a bitch. And you were being a bitch. It is what it is. But then we went to this other thing and they acted it all the way out. You know, they talked back and forth and, you know, they basically talked like they were going to try to make shit work. You know, I want you to stop smoking. I want you to stop drinking, you know, and all of that. And I looked at that, then the thing of taking the makeup off. See, that's all TV shit. That's TV shit. But what I did see from him, he was very genuine. Like literally, when you looked at how he looked at Neffy when she took that makeup off, you could tell he likes her better without the makeup and all that. He just ain't show business. He's over the whole show business and the whole act of it. He's tired. He's fucking tired. And that's it. He's tired. And I thought the most interesting thing of all was that twist. This is when I knew Iyanla was really calling Neffy out on her bullshit and giving it and serving her to us on a silver platter. When she put that shit down, girl, you got all mad at him talking about he told me that you beat on him. He never said that out of his mouth. He never said that out of his mouth. You made up in your mind, and we watched her do it. We literally last week watched this bitch do it. She made up in her mind that he told Iyanla about the physical abuse, and then she got mad. That man never said that. I thought we just didn't see it on camera. The man never said it. That's the fucking shit that Neffy said to them in her goddamn phone interview. That's why I said it's a classic case of a motherfucker using your own words against you. She used her own words against her, rolled her up on a silver platter, and served her ass to us raw, honey. I said, oh, y'all are dirty, dirty, dirty. That was dirty, but it was real telltale sign, wasn't it? That bitch you crazy. And you want some fuck shit. So that was that. Okay, so here we go. Let's wrap this up because we get running up on 15 minutes and I haven't talked about this enough. When I told you to keep on hold with me and I would explain to you how I felt as though Solo, a.k.a. Shelby, got the help he needed. They got that thing together and Iyanla said, look at that. You know, she said, look how different a prayer will do. Because once they had prayer, that's whenever everything turned around. And then it seemed as though they were going to work. Everything was going to work out. Well, then, you know, they give you the update. 4 months later, they're separated and filing for divorce. Like I said, Shelby got exactly what he needed. He got the help he needed to get up out of his situation. End of story. Talk to y'all later.